Hello and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Negropian. In today's video, we're going back to South Africa and we're going to talk more about the Amanda Dupont Jubjub saga. The allegations that Amanda Dupont made against Jubjub were damning, and there was a lot of evidence to suggest that she was actually telling the truth. However, it is very difficult to prove these types of allegations. Jubjub was in a relationship with her, so how can you prove that whatever she's alleging Jubjub has done actually happened? There isn't much that we can do. However, what we do have, by the power of social media, is raw footage, both of Amanda Dupont's allegation and Jubjub's interview with Mac G. So in today's video, we're going to recap on what happened. We're going to take you up to today. We're going to take a look at the footage of Jubjub when he made his statements about his relationship with Amanda Dupont. So we're going to get into it. First, I'm going to ask you, like always, to please like, subscribe, share, click the bell notification, and please consider supporting the channel on our Patreon, link in the description. I'd also like to invite you to follow the Oversight channel, the channel that is there to help you to invest on the African continent both safely and securely. Link also in the description. So where did we leave off? We left off with Jubjub seeking help from his mother and his mother seeking legal advice from her lawyers, and the dynamic trio, Kellykhumalo, Mashakeba Khumalo and Amanda Dupont. These three stuck together.
Hey guys, so I literally pray to God that he gives me the strength to be able to say what I need to say without crying the whole time.
However, the lawyers were more fixated on Amanda Dupont. After all, she was the first person to make those allegations. Amanda Dupont got her legal team together, headed by the famous South African lawyer Tembeta Mbathubi. And in fact, Kellykhumalo also joined in and joined forces with Amanda Dupont in seeking some sort of legal ramification for the things that happened to them many years ago. Now, since then, things have started to slowly calm down over the past week or so. We had Jubjub come out and make a statement, and he apologized unreservedly to Amanda Dupont. Now, whether or not that apology is sincere, I don't know. It was written, so you can't really say whether it's sincere. It could have been under direction from his lawyers, and if it was under direction from his lawyers, it's unlikely that it is sincere, and it's more likely that it's some form of act of damage control. Guys, if you haven't watched part 1 of this, it is 20 minutes long, but I would strongly urge you to take a watch of it. It's well worth the 20 minutes, I guarantee you. That pretty much leads us up to where we are now. Everything is still on tender hooks. The lawyers are still at the ready to take the next step, but I think that each team is trying to de-escalate the situation. I don't think anybody has the appetite for a multi-million-dollar courtroom showdown. However, it is likely that Kellykhumalo and Amanda Dupont will now seek some sort of reparation, some form of out-of-court settlement from Jubjub and his mother. Right. Now we're going to try and take a look at this video once again with Jubjub coming out to express himself. Initially, it was all about Kellykhumalo. He was under fire about his parenting. Kellykhumalo had already expressed in public that Jubjub was ignoring his son and he was not being a good father. This is the main reason why he came on Podcast and Chill. However, things soon went south when he started talking about Amanda Dupont. I want you to take a look at this.
Yeah. Went to the kitchen, did their things, and then performed. And then I looked at this, I'm like,
No, we had a good time.
do you remember that night, bro?
No, I don't. Don't blame me.
Okay, so you see him. He's confident, right? He's uppity. He's really down for the fight. He's in it to win it.
Which ladies were Was it Amanda Dupont?
She was one of them.
Nah.
Ooh, you was
Yeah, before you went to jail. Oh, how was that relationship like?
I mean, it was good. I was dating Amanda. She was still an after.
Boom. As soon as Mac G mentions Amanda Dupont, you see in his body language, you see his shoulders, they start to haunch forward a little bit. His head goes down. His voice becomes a lot more timid. He just looks guilty. It tells me that he knows that he needs to be really careful about what he says about Amanda Dupont. Jubjub fears Amanda Dupont.
Which ladies are there? Was it Amanda Dupont?
She was one of them.
Nah.
Ooh, you right.
Yeah, before you went to jail.
Oh, yeah.
How was that relationship like?
I mean, it was good. Because I had a stupid.
So he starts to eat from his plate. He doesn't want to say anything. He's trying to prolong his answer. You can just tell that he is very uncomfortable. Another thing he does is he starts rubbing his legs. So this is another nervous disposition that he has. He is extremely uncomfortable being in this situation.
Oh wow, that's a long time, bro. That's a long time.
And then we stayed together in the south.
You stayed together. Damn, this was serious, bro.
Yeah, so
I thought it was a hit and run.
I fucking said. I thought so too up until Asia.
Now, I don't know who he's talking about there. Up until H. And then he just stops. Do any of you know who he's talking about when he says H? Let me know in the comments section below. It'd be really interesting to see who he's talking about and what exactly happened between them two.
We moved in together. She moved out where she was staying. Stayed together, and then Esan. Like I was saying, Uchu been father. Like there was just so many temptations. But me being with Amanda, it was never about me na umfebe. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
So he's talking about the other temptations. It is clear that Jubjub did cheat on Amanda Dupont, and he's been honest about it. But, you know, he's being honest about being dishonest, which makes him dishonest. So that does not bode well for the rest of this interview.
Mina, kunomuntu. Oguti, when I was with Amanda, this person, mina ngivele ngabona nje ichichi. Yeah. Ichichi, mina mangibona ichichi, hayi.
Once again, he starts talking about his insatiable appetite for those women who have not performed the act. However, if you look at his background, if you look at his history, this guy is somebody who has had a lot given to him in a very short period of time. So it is likely that that affected him as a child. I don't want to make excuses for him. There have been plenty of people who have grown up in abject poverty, and they've grown up to be full, well-rounded people who have decency, honesty, integrity, the works. Not an excuse for Jubjub. From watching this short clip, you know, I'm quite confident in saying that there is some deceit in the way he is acting. He seems too cagey and he seems too nervous. But I don't want to come to a conclusion just yet, because Amanda did her Instagram live. Her Instagram live is even more telling. After we analyze Amanda Dupont's video, we are going to be able to come to a definitive conclusion on whether Amanda Dupont is telling the truth or not. Until next time, please think twice. Ta-ra a bit.